This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We have David in here with us this afternoon. David flew all the way down here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, just to see me, right, David?
Yes, sir.
He's a police officer up there in Pittsburgh, and we thank you for your services, by the way.
Thanks for
You
your
take
support.
care of a lot of HPD and Harris County people. So we've already done his orthopedic neurological evaluations. I'm just going to show you a few highlights of his posture and evaluation. So flex your hip forward and backwards for me. And then neutral. Yeah, see his head's forward and over to the right now. Police officers carry those utility belts with their gun on one side and their clips and everything, so they're usually a little lopsided, and his right shoulder's lower than his left one. You can see his right hand looks longer than his left one. It's not really, it just looks that way. He's got more space on the right here than he does on the left, so his pelvis has shifted to the left, and that's kind of tilting him off to the right, so he's got a little curve in his thoracic spine here. Okay, so I'm going to have you sit right here and face that way.
All right.
And I'm just going to redo a couple of these positive tests. When we bring his head backwards and to the right and I push down, that caused pain in the lower cervical spine, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
That's caused a positive maximum foramina compression test. And this one on the left side, same thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a maximum foramina compression test as well. Let's lay you on your tummy now. Right down in here. Now in his leg check, his left leg is short by a ½ inch in this position. Now when I bring it up, it actually gets a ½ inch longer, and that tightens up in his low back and his thighs and legs. And then I check his SI joints, and he's tender in his left and right SI joint. And then we did the sacral deviation test on you. Go ahead and lift that right one up. Yep, and see that tight? That's tight on him, and it hurts all the way up into his thoracic spine up here. Let's go ahead and do the left one now. Now that was easier, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yep, the right one's difficult. He has a right sacral deviation here. So I'm going to start off adjusting him on the BioPhysics table here this afternoon. You ready for your first adjustment here?
Oh, yeah.
Now David's been to other chiropractors up in Pittsburgh 10 to 15 times total. So I'm going to let him tell you the difference in how he feels with what I do here at Advanced Chiropractic Relief versus what he's had. There we go. And that's not knocking other chiropractors, that's just showing you the difference in what I like people that have already seen other chiropractors. That way when they come here, they know what they're getting different, and they can feel the difference. Okay. That's it. Yes, sir. Okay.
Some good deep cracks.
Now I'm getting up to the important part here. Just breathe normal. Now see, he's got some upper thoracic subluxation. Just let your neck go in my hands. There we go. Good. Same here. I want you to let me have your head. That's it. Okay. This is going to smart a little bit, but it'll feel better when I get done. That's not the same as it'll feel better when it quits hurting. Tender spots, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
This right one's probably going to be even worse.
Oh, yeah.
That's just my elbow. Just think if it was my knee. Yeah, boy. Not many people can abuse police officers like this.
Oh. There's a good one.
There we go. So I'm adjusting his cervical curve back in there, which will help reduce the stress on his upper thoracic spine. Let's go back and recheck his leg length here now. And now you're exactly even. Tell me if this feels any smoother to you than the first one did.
Yes.
Because they stayed even.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay, let's turn you on your back now, please, sir. There we go. Good. Bringing his whole head up and back over his shoulders where it's supposed to be. Let's go ahead and put your arms straight out, palms facing up. Slide down this way, back, please, David. Good. And straight out to the side. There you go. Good. There we go. So they call you like PPD up there, Pittsburgh Police Department?
PBP, Bureau, or Bureau.
Oh, okay. So
PBP.
PBPD?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's sit you up and face towards Renee. I had to think about that. That's a little tongue twister.
It is.
There we go. Now, he's told me some really interesting things in his history about his upper thoracic problems and some of the things he's done throughout the years to try to alleviate some of that tension and stress in there. So I did the compression test on him and the decompression test, and he's definitely a candidate for the manual spinal decompression, which y'all have come to know and love as the ring digger.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, the moment of truth.
Yep, that's right. Any last words you'd like to say to your police officer there? Okay, there we go.
we go.
Slide down underneath here a little bit. There you go. This is gonna feel tight, David. And it should. There we go. Just let your legs bend and relax naturally. I know people say this is impossible, but if you sleep like this, it'll benefit your back and your neck. No pillow under your head.
I usually
Legs propped up
put
like
one
this.
under my knee. But
But
never
see,
this
that
one.
bends your knees and then it'll rotate your pelvis out, so it's better to have your legs up parallel with the floor. Okay, now just keep your teeth together. Take a nice breath through your nose. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That was a definite home run. I don't have to ask you if you felt that one all the way down.
Yeah, wow.
Yes, sir. That's easily.
That's why they call it the ring ding.
That's it. Stealing my lines. Let me do it. Yeah, it works better when I do it. There you go. Good. Okay. You should have felt that all the way down.
Oh, I did.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to have you get up sideways and come over this way again. Kind of push yourself up with your arm. And stand right here in front of the face of the mirror. Okay. Now let's have you close your eyes again and bend your head forward and backwards for me again, please, sir. And then back to neutral. Now take a look in the mirror right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look how much straighter you are than when you walked in.
Oh, yeah.
See how your hands are more even now?
Mm-hmm.
You got more equal spacing here, your shoulders are low, and your head's not cocked off to the right anymore. But this is your homework too. Lift your shoulders straight up, pull them back simultaneously. Flare these like this. Your head's forward and to the right when we started, so we bring it straight back. Just let your neck relax. And then come over this way. Yeah. Go ahead and spread your feet a little further apart and I won't pull you over so much. There. Look back at the wall.
Okay.
Way, way back. Extend. Okay. There we go. Okay.
All right.
Now, let's have you flex your hips forward and backwards again. This should feel smoother this time, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Back to neutral.
There's no clunkiness in there.
Yeah, good. So how's that tension up here and your pressure in your upper thoracic feeling right now after your first adjustment?
Good. I'm still in shock, but
Yeah, that's normal. You will be sore after a first adjustment. It's like a new workout.
I liked it though.
Put crushed ice in a freezer baggie directly on the skin for 20 minutes after you leave,
Okay.
or at home. If you can do that every hour on the hour.
20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, only 20 minutes though. It has to be crushed ice. It can't be a cold pack that you throw in and out of the freezer or frozen peas.
Got it.
Okay. So, would you mind sharing with our YouTube subscribers how your very first adjustment felt?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, the other chiropractors were just not for me.
Well, thank you for coming all the way down here and
Thank
putting
you for
your
having
faith
me.
and trust in us. This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. We'll see y'all soon.
The ring dinger.
There
Often
you go.
imitated, never duplicated.
That's it. That's true.